Hey guys, hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, Divine Sade, if you're new. So today we're going to be talking about Pam. She's playing the role of Megan the Stallion. So Pam is this 1970s badass, hot, what you consider hot. Her nickname was Foxy Brown. That's how a lot of people remember her. Okay, and her career path and her lifestyle literally just links up to the career and the lifestyle that Megan also has. Okay, so all their heights are fake. They can fake them easily. Like I said, these are not regular people. These are creatures, for all I know. That's just my philosophy of this. So, I am going to point out the height, however, in this because they didn't really change anything with the two. Oh, Megan, let's talk about her name real quick. Megan Javon Ruth Pete. Javon is a man's name. I don't care what no one says. That's a guy name. It's the most rare case that they name a girl after her dad. And if they do, it's going to be like Janita or something like that, you know? And her middle name, Ruth, that's signature of an old woman's name. Now, I know a lot of you fans will be like, well, that's relative. I case in point, you know? And that could be an old relative name or anything like that. X1. It's just them signaturing that she is an older person playing her. So she is born in February the 15th. So that's something we're gonna keep in mind. February. Her height is 5'10", so that's the same pretty much as Pam's. So Pam was considered a very tall woman. They're all in the tall bracket. That's the whole thing I just want to point out. And they created the Megan Thee Stallion character to trap tall girls into their program of making girls all hoes and everything X, Y, and Z. Like they had to create Lizzo to trap bigger set women into their programs of being a hoe X, Y, and Z. And they did the Megan thing to really make tall girls feel like they're not along. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, Megan's height is fake. You can go look up prosthetic legs, you can go look up all that stuff. However, I think it's something a little deeper that they're just not even human and they're just, using X, Y, and Z to change their heights and be certain things, okay? I think I wanted to point out real quick before I continue with this. To justify my fake leg and, my theory of them not being creatures, Megan was shot but still walking around and she performed WAP on stage right after being shot. That's not humanly possible. Okay, let's get that straight. And then you have Megan. She's also known as Tina Snow, Megan Thee Stallion, hot girl coach, hot girl Meg. So we're gonna talk about that hot girl shit. Please stop calling yourself a hot girl. Stop trying to be a hot girl. That seemed like some inverted shit. That's not even cool. I've seen a lot of women on TikTok and stuff mad that they have children in the summertime be like, can't have a hot girl summer. They're just really like, with the Megan character, it actually shows me how they just have programmed women at an all-time rate and have changed the aspect of womanhood just to make women just very hoish and just morally just wrong and just immature. Okay, so she is from Texas, and of course they would pick Texas to get Texas people on her side. So they said that in 2013 she was a student at Prep View, which is a popular college, and she began uploading her freestyles on social media. Now, I am going to say that Megan is not a real person. However, they could have had her out there infiltrating herself into people's lives to get a fake person to infiltrate and play her, So here go this side by side made, so it's an up and down. So the top row is Pam, the bottom row is Megan K, and they look exactly alike. Only thing is they gave Megan a really fake nose. Now, this is the most obvious shit ever. Megan, when she first dropped her album Fever, which was a huge album, she copied her own base characters movie cover, Kofi, okay? So everything about it she copied, and that's just a really, really deep connection. So we're gonna read the top of what Kofi says, and it says, she's hot and black and she'll cream you. They call her Kofi. Megan promoted her album on Twitter just like this in 2019. She said 8 more days, hashtag fever. She has Pam up there as the cover with a gun, and it says fever 8 days. Now, Billboard posted this just all mockery. And this is when she was like really finna like, you know, go big, go crazy. It says Megan Thee Stallion channels Pam for steamy fever cover art. Okay, so basically, she's channeling in her inner Pam. Okay. Now this is a quote from Brainy Quotes. It's like quotes that all the artists say, the celebrities say. And she said that I really like Pam Ho's coffee aesthetic. It's just natural, and it's just natural, and in anything that they were overdoing back then. I really like the natural beauty thing. Okay, so her main thing is that she likes how natural Pam was with this, and how sexy it was, but natural at the same time. If you read the rest, and how she was just putting out their natural beauty, but at the same time, it's like nothing was natural about Megan on that cover. So whatever. Anyway, so here you go, Pam. I put this in here of Pam with these guns because Pam is very violent, okay, and Megan gives off that violent vibe, but like that really aggressive, assertive female vibe. But she's a man. And second, in her interview, she had said that she wasn't really a violent person and she don't fight, but she gives off that vibe in her music and the way she is. Okay, so here goes Pam. Okay, and Pam looks just like Megan in this. And here goes the coffee cover again, and it says she's the godmother of them all, the baddest one chick hit squad that ever hit town. So why I put this in here is because they called her the baddest one hit chick, okay? And the reason why I put this in here is because they called her the baddest, okay? Because they call Megan the hottest, the hot girl, you know, all these adjectives that they're calling her, okay? Now this goes Pam. She looks just like Megan. Here goes Pam again. She looks like Megan and her other characters that she plays. Megan and Richard Pryor. I mean, okay, and here you go. Pam and Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor plays the role of Steve Harvey, okay? This was a viral thing a few months back. Megan had a freestyle, and people decided, well, the Damage Control meme pages and stuff who were ran, they merged Steve Harvey's face onto Megan's, okay? And here you go, Steve Harvey. Here you go, Steve Harvey's face merged onto Megan's body. This is the freestyle when she performed her famous song Big Ol' Freak, okay? That's another thing. Megan is pushing out that openly freak hoe thing for women to just be very slutty, okay? Here you go, Pam and Richard Pryor, aka Steve Harvey and Pam, or Megan, you may say. Now, this right here is like some interesting shit. This is a picture of Pam, and they says Pam is known as the timeless beauty, okay? Timeless, meaning they're immortal, okay? Now, I want you guys to guess who this is. I'm gonna give you some time to guess. Alright, hope you guessed right. That is Pam. Looks exactly like Megan. Alright, so it says why Pam can still kick your ass. Like I said, I put this in here to show how violent Pam was and how assertive and aggressive she was as a black woman. And they paint that same picture with Megan to be all aggressive because she's tall and just, I don't know, it's just the same pattern that they paint with them. So here go one of these black pages. I don't support any of these black pages. They're all damage control, and 90% of them are ran by people within the industry, creatures, or what you may say, people of other nationalities, okay? They're not even ran by black people to begin with. They're just to push propaganda and programming on black people. So this is Pam X Megan Thee Stallion, same energy. Here you go. Pay attention to this. I'm going to bring this up all throughout this video. Cheetah print that Pam, animal print that Pam had brought out, mainly leopard or cheetah, whatever this is, that she had brought out to people. Megan's wearing it. Here you go, Pam again in it. Here's Pam. Here's Megan, side by sides. Megan's nose is just a little fake. That's it. That's all it is. But side by side, they look exactly alike. And here you go, Pam in her Western gear. Megan loves her Western gear because she's from Texas, of course. Fakely from Texas, okay? Here you go, Megan. All right. So, also this article is from that same merge deepfake video, and it's crazy how good these deepfakes are. And it says it was a viral video that no one knew they needed or wanted. But here's what we all know. We can never unsee it. You can never unsee it. They're saying that you can never unsee Steve Harvey singing those lyrics and his face being merged on Megan's body, which is creepy. Even when Megan was freestyling and recording videos and putting them on YouTube, X, Y, and Z, that was still Pam. Someone was playing her. She's not a real person. Now, here we go. This says Megan looks like Pam. And this is Megan dressed in the old school vintage look. Megan does a lot of brainwashing and control. You see she has the hypnosis thing in the background. She's doing symbolism. And the hypnosis, man, she put a lot of you females, guys, even the children, the sad thing, she put a lot of you children under hypnosis. And a lot of you guys are crushing over her under her hypnosis. This is not it. And a lot of you females are following after this, and this is not it. This is P. Phillic. She has 2 ponytails in her head. The color she's wearing, P. Phillic as fuck. Disgusting. Now we're going to talk about her symbolism. She wears pink, white, and blue all the time. Pink, white, and blue. Had to scratch some of her body out because I'm not going to get age restricted and demonetized like they did with my Brittany Renner video. It's sad because a lot of you guys didn't get to see that video, but I will be remaking that video and re-uploading it, and I will be making a part 2 of saying who Brittany Renner is being played by. And here we go again, pink, white, and blue. Pink, white, and blue. Everything's pink, white, and blue with this invert. Pink, white, and blue, and you guys lust over her and you girls look up to her. Snoop Dogg and Pam are really close. Snoop Dogg dog and Megan's dog were trying to flirt. Alright, so yeah, and also Megan Thee Stallion and Snoop Dogg are also supposed to be in the Adam Family too, whatever this says. I don't know what this really is about. I didn't really click on the article, but there's just a lot of connections between Pam and Snoop Dogg and Megan and Snoop Dogg. That's all that really matters. Next is Megan Thee Stallion, this picture right here. She looks exactly like the other character that Pam's also portraying, which, okay? So Toccara Jones and Megan Thee Stallion are the same people. Conscious X had made a video about that. He was correct. However, I decided to go a little deeper and find that Pam is the base character of both of them. And there's more characters involved in this situation too. Alright, so Pam Grier plays the role of Toccara. Toccara from America's Next Top Model. As you see with this picture right here, Pam looks exactly like Toccara, okay? Here we go. They look exactly alike. And like I said, one thing to always look at with this is the face is always the same with these characters for some reason. It's a similar face they all share. And the height is not definite because one of their characters that I'm going to mention later in the video is shorter, but height is one thing that is included with this. But this was Conscious X thumbnail that he had made, which was perfect. Side by side, they look exactly alike, have the same nose and everything. You will see Pam and Toccara more than you'll see Pam and Megan, because Toccara's nose is not fake. They didn't fake her nose as much as they faked Megan's nose, okay? So that's Toccara right there. She looks just like Pam, like exactly like Pam, like it's scary actually. All right, Toccara is also very similar in height as the both of them. Like I said, I'm not really going to care too much about the height. One thing we're going to point out is the March. So she's born in March, so I'll pretty much connect there. March and May is something to consider with this. March, May. Megan's the only one born in February. The other people that I'm going to show you guys, they're born in March and May. All right, and I didn't really want to do any numerology with this video because it's just like, it's obvious. If you don't see it, you don't see it, you feel me? And right here it says 15 actresses who could play Pam in a movie, right? So number 13, of course, they love using 13s, 3s, 6s, anything like that when they're actually being honest or just putting things out there, whatever it is that they're doing. And as number 13, they put Toccara to play Pam in a movie because she matches her look exactly and her attitude, okay? Now, everybody else that they listed, the other 19 people they listed was damage control. They look nothing like her. They are not her. They're actually other people. This is the most accurate thing. They always have to put, this is proof that they always put lies in a mix with truth. They always have to. Like, it's always a give and take situation, okay? So I used to say Toccara Jones, back when she was on American Next Top Model, would be perfect to play Pam in a movie. All right. So Pam, she's right here. Then that's Toccara. Animal print, I told you guys already. They love that animal print. Toccara looks just like Pam in this. Look at that animal print, of course. All right. Yeah, so as you see, Pam is wearing the animal print in this picture. So right here, Pam loves horses, okay? Richard Pryor used to buy her horses, and they had all these horses. That is the biggest connection with this. Stallion is a horse, a male horse at that, okay? This woman loved horses back in the 70s and the 80s. She loved horses. She absolutely adored horses, okay? And the fact that her new character, Megan Thee Stallion, is named after a horse, that's the biggest connection here. You cannot debunk me. I don't care. Moving on, some more pictures of her with her horses. All right, so Megan finally graduated 2021. Pam graduated college in 2011. You know, that's a just crazy connection that the numerology is actually 10 years apart of them graduating. That's crazy. Now, moving on. I swear Megan Thee Stallion can play Pam in a biopic. She could. Megan's dropping the album 10/29. I'm going to try to drop this video. After her album drops so they don't shadow ban my shit. I don't know how you guys worship her. A lot of you girls claim that y'all are Christian and shit and y'all worship her. I'm not a very religious person at that, but the fact that you people can worship this and her, the fact that you people can worship something so, you know, positive, I guess you can say, or whatever, and think that you're going to be saved and everything, but then you go in, you love this type of artist. I don't get it. It doesn't mix. Y'all are hypocrites, okay? Now, the next character is Victoria Monet that they played. I'm not going to spend too much time on Victoria. She's a low-key R&B singer. Her birthday's in May. Okay, May and March is all connected with this. And she's mainly just an R&B singer, like I said, not that popular. But she looks exactly like them. The only thing with her, she's just shorter. Like I said, height doesn't matter because their heights are fake. They can fake it. She's just the other character they needed. They have a model, they have a rapper, now they have an R&B singer. And here you go, Victoria. She looks exactly like all of them. It's crazy. She's just skinnier and petiter, and she's fucking smaller. She's not as tall and built as them, okay? And here you go, Victoria with the animal print, okay? Here you go, Victoria, pink, white, and blue in the background. And she's in this, like, 1960s, 70s type theme. So she looks exactly like them. It's crazy. Here you go. This says Victoria Monet groovy dress and headband. Okay, so groovy, that's like the 60s, 70s, right? Now here you go, her in the animal print. As I said, Pam loves the animal print, especially this type of print. And then here you go, her with this old school WAP type hairstyles. I'm saying WAP because it comes from BAPs and the 90s, and it's funny because Megan did WAPs and had her hair more exaggerated than this, but the fact that Victoria also had a hairstyle like this and was taking place in the 1960s, 70s, you feel me? Now, last character that I'm gonna get into. So they have a rapper, they have a model, they have an R&B singer. Last, they have a talk show person, okay? So from Real Housewives of Atlanta, you have Nene. Nene is also the same person as Megan. She's the same person as Toccara. She's the same person as Victoria. And she is played by Pam, okay? All right, so she's 5'10". So she's the same height as Megan, exact same height as her. It's crazy. Her and Megan look more alike than anybody to me. This is Nene before surgery, and then this thing says Megan Thee Stallion looking like Nene's daughter. All right, and their surgeries be fake. It's not real surgeries, okay? Now, Megan had got a new hairstyle in 2019, and everybody on the internet was saying how she looks like Nene. So this famous blog said that Megan Thee Stallion dragged over a new hairstyle serving Nene Leakes, meaning she's serving the look of looking like Nene Leakes, okay? Now, this picture was funny. This is Nene and Tyra. I guess they had beef, but Tyra looks so crazy in this. Comment down below if you know who Tyra Banks is. I'm really curious of what you guys say, like what you guys are going to say, because I want to know who she is. because I've been looking and I just really want to know who she is. All right. So this says that y'all, I just realized Megan Thee Stallion low-key resembles Nene in the face. She resembles her a lot. Nene Leakes did the stripper photo shoot on Real Housewives of Atlanta. She looked like Megan Thee Stallion. Alright, and here goes a bunch of tweets. I'm gonna show you guys these tweets. Yeah, guys, Pam plays the role of Megan Thee Stallion. She plays the role of Toccara Jones. She plays the role of Victoria Monet, and she plays the role of Nene Leakes. Thank you guys so much for watching. And now I'm gonna show you guys some tweets.